presents
The Steamrollers
Adventure Podcast
contains mature language
and situations.
Discretion
is advised.
Hello, I am Boris, best automaton robot in the show with many new upgrades since Storycrafter took me and Nissa to get our cleanings and upgrades. Blah blah blah. But fuck that, it's none of your goddamn business and all you care about is this stupid show. Perhaps you should see doctor. Protocol, whatever the fuck. There's a website, just go there. If you can't find it, Google piece of shit podcast. I'm sure it will be first result. Previously, Nigel Wintermann was being stupid ass and testing fate. This time is more of same. Whoop the shit. Season fuck episode 290 gives a shit. Chapter 11, A Ring on the Monkey's Paw. A ring on the... What the fuck does that mean? Storycrafter's full of shit. You're listening to the Steamrollers Adventure Podcast, a steampunk actual play tabletop role-playing comedy show based on the fiction of Michael J. Rigg. Now, let the adventures continue.
I mean, you touched the ball just a second ago. I listened to you touch the ball.
Yes.
You stole the ship.
Yes. Touch the ball, right?
Your bad things happen.
All right. What is your stance, Nigel? Are you gonna like tentatively, like you're afraid you might get shocked? You got your gun at the ready. You pointing the gun at him while you're reaching in the other direction to touch the ball. What's your?
Yeah. So eyes. It's kind of. I mean, fuck it. I'm a cockman. So humans aren't designed for this because our skulls are weird. But he's gonna have basically a gun pointed at this thing's head, and one eye looking at that thing, and the other eye looking. Because fuck it, he's a cogman, why not? And then reach tentatively, not like because he's experienced shine before and like how kind of viscous and liquid it is when you touch it. He's kind of like more like as if one was touching like a puddle floating or something.
Okay. It's the only way to. And he's got gloved hands, right? Or is it bare hands?
He didn't say touch it barehanded, so I'm fucking keeping my gloves on.
Okay. No, take them off. All right, reach out. When you touch it, gloved hands or not, it's like you're feeling it with your skin. Perfectly smooth, absolutely hard, minute vibration, and bam! The ball disappears, the guy disappears, and from the rafters above, Dominique Fessler falls with a noose around her neck. It's hung right in front of you.
Whoa.
And you hear her gears inside.
As soon as he sees the noose, he's shoot. Like he's been like primed, ready to go, and
right.
He doesn't want her dead. He wants her like incarcerated. So as soon as he sees it, it's
Okay.
What are you shooting at, the noose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you hit the noose and not her head.
He's a cogman. He's good.
Oh, that's true. But who knows what that ball did to his centuries.
And which weapon was this? Is which wood?
This is ball. I haven't switched to which wood yet.
Oh, okay.
Because technically it's in a wooden case, so like I have to like take it out the case.
Oh, yeah,
True.
Yeah. Good deal.
And if I'm shooting a rope, then a bullet should be fine. It's only a 38. I've been walking around here with a fucking 38 shit. No, that's sorry. That's which wood? Ball. I don't know what caliber ball is, but hopefully it's bigger than a 38.
Yeah. All right. Roll a 20 plus 5 to hit the rope.
Can I stack my toughness plus 2 martial arts for defensive reactions?
What are defensive reactions?
So it says martial arts, defensive reactions, timing, fighting.
Right. I'm gonna say no.
Okay, that's it. Don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. That is very good, though. You need a. What's it at? 14.
I got a 15.
Ooh.
Thank you. That plus 5.
All right. Hit the rope. Snap it. She collapses to the muck. She's dressed in Victorian wear as she always does. Her shoes were stained with the muck of the surroundings. Her shoes would match the footprints you had seen by the bodies. Mm-hmm. And yeah, her head is bent at a slightly odd angle, but yeah, she's
fallen past the walkway that I'm on is on the floor below.
No, this was on your walkway. It was like right in front of you.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
So she's still alive?
And the sergeant and the other men show up with this 3-foot cube, and they look at her and look at you like, we're not going to fit that in here.
She had an accomplice. Magical in nature, they've escaped. But we have the perpetrator. And then he, after he says it to his sergeant over the shoulder, keeping the gun trained on Dominique, and then just turns to Dominique and goes, Dominique, we really must stop running into each other like this.
She does not respond.
Uh-oh.
She's deactivated. She's essentially cogman dead.
Okay.
But
she can be reactivated, right?
yeah, she'll need some work. But yeah, her unlike her former husband, her brain gears are all intact.
Just the neck.
Yeah.
So her ability to wind up, not that she needed anyway, because she could wind her pinky and her thumb.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, that was where she put her miniature key.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, in that case, Nigel will hover over his shoulder.
Speaking of, I didn't even think of that. Hold on a second. Let me see something. I got further evidence for you here.
Oh.
Further evidence of a mysterious nature. Not only was she about to be hung right in front of you, was just for a brief moment, her pinky and thumb are missing.
Wow.
How clean is it cut off?
Like they
Magic
were
off?
like they were never there.
So Nigel's going to kind of more closely examine her and it's like, is this the real Dominique or dummy or like magic as shit? I don't know.
Yeah, give me 320s for an intense examination.
Cool.
You could use a +3 or a D4.
We'll take that +3.
Okay.
Oh boy, so we've got, in ascending order, a nat 1, an 11, and a 20.
All right. Well, the
Bottom of the line, middle of the line, top of the line.
All right. Exactly. That's perfect. All right. Well, the high and the low cancel each other out, so we're gonna go with the 11. That's fine.
Well, what was the plus for this one? It was +3, wasn't it?
+3.
14,
yeah.
actually.
14. That's
14.
fine. That's even better. That's good. Yes, it is.
Fuck. Cool. Yeah, he's gonna she's a lady, and he's done this before. He's gonna kind of gently, officer and a gentleman scoop her up.
Okay.
And kindly request that she be cuffed.
Okay.
While he escorts her out of the building. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
See, now, Nigel wasn't privy to Season 3, because he was off doing his own shit, whatever the hell that was.
Mm-hmm.
But Randall remembers the Glass Witch saying, just do me a favour and I'll give you whatever you want. It kind of feels like this.
It does kind of feel like that, yeah.
But Nigel wasn't there and didn't know anything about that, so Rupert's very much like,
He'll be alright. Mike never comes up with stuff like that.
Never. No.
Cool. So, yeah, I would just say, inform the regular B-Cops that there may be a masked, like a Plague Doctor mask individual in formal attire. Definitely magical in nature threat. Do not engage.
Yes, sir. And then there's the two guys carrying the lead-lined box, bitching about it, grumbling and taking it.
Better than carrying a lead-line box and you're dead weight.
Yeah. Okay. So you take
to the elevator. I went to get in the first place.
There you go. Back to the elevator, and take that up. When it opens up above, you are face to face with Nora, who had come
looking down, seeing holding this fucking colonial woman in his arms.
Yeah.
It's a penchant for women Nora's age.
Yeah, her jaw drops open, and she's wearing an Imperial Emergency Services uniform. She has like a bag slung over her shoulder. When you got here, she was arguing with yet another misogynist, like her husband, about wanting to assist, and mentioned you by name. And when she sees you, they're holding the body. She points to Dominique's face, and she says, "Is that who I think it is?"
Nora, what are you doing here, and who do you think that is?
I'm here to help, and that's Dominique Fessler.
How do you know about her?
I do my research, Ozzy.
4 people are supposed to know who she is. This is Nigel internally.
Yes.
4 people know who Dominique Fessler is, to his knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
None of them are Nora.
Right. Well, now you can say 5.
Nora, it's wonderful to see you, but this woman is incredibly dangerous and in a very precarious state of being. She's with me. He turns to the where did the Inspector, what's his name, go?
He's around. He's here scratching his head. He's ordering some additional troops to like suit up, others to spread out, put out an APB for the individual you described, all that kind of stuff. Nora's just smiling and shaking her head, and she's like,
When you say the individual I described, did you mean the masked individual? Or was it
the masked
one again?
individual.
Cool.
Yeah. She's Ozzy, calm down. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. She's not going anywhere.
No, but the thing that delivered her to me might.
Who did? What is the description you gave the other officers? What?
A individual wearing a chrome-like plague doctor mask.
Oh, the keeper. Yeah. No, that's fine. I sent him.
We're going to chat. We're going to chat in a interview room right now, and on the side of not the suspect side of the glass, but like the regular side of the glass, not the cop side of the glass.
Right. Yeah.
You'll follow me, and we're going to have private chat right now.
All right. Well, you're in like a remote area. You could go into the back of a paddy wagon, and will you be comically cradling Dominique's body the entire time?
We're going to go into the back of a paddy weapon, shut the doors, and I'll put Dominique down on one of the seats or have a conversation about what the fuck do you mean you sent a what is a keeper? Nora, what do you mean? You not only you know what this individual is, but you sent him.
She looks over at Dominique. She said, "She really is beautiful, isn't she?" I'm sorry. All right. By the way, good to see you again. Okay, this cloaked man appeared to me. He was wearing a long riding cloak, and the first thing I saw was the mask, and I was afraid for my life that it was a highwayman, so I was, reaching for my bag, and he said my full name, and things are kind of hazy at that point, but then I remember like a silver ball, and it was getting close to me, so I went to push it away. And the moment I pushed it, I kind of get the feeling I've seen and heard everything you've ever done since last we saw each other. And somewhere in there, I knew that I drew the lines connecting the Human Mapping Project and Dominique Fessler, and I had heard what was going on in the Undercommons, and I wanted it to stop.
Nigel hugs her. He just pulls her in for a big hug.
There's the end of Nigel's story.
Then you hear,
I got the bad guy. I got the bad guy, and I got
the girl.
Yeah.
What more do you need?
Like that.
He's done.
Yeah. And then I hear what? Sorry, you said Mike. Or is it pretty interrupted?
No, that was just going to be a joke. It's like, and then you hear a biplane come down and crash through the warehouse. Martin Barnett's here.
Yeah. So he just holds her like closely in front of her breast. I'm so glad you're safe.
That she was going to whisper in his ear.
She says,
She's my surrogate daughter, not your surrogate daughter.
I'm, good to see you too, and I'm glad you're okay. After all you've been through, the principal engine, and oh my god.
How far back did you see?
Must have been everything.
Well, everything I've done since we last saw each other. We last saw each other after her grandfather died.
Exactly.
So she didn't see that, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Or she...
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just think there's something like... I'm sorry that thing made you experience all of that. That can't have been easy.
No, it wasn't. But as I was seeing it, I felt a kind of truth. I don't know how to explain it. It's like it legitimately wanted to give me some sort of combination of what I wanted and what I needed. I felt nothing, no ill will from it at all.
And you sent it? What do you mean by you sent it to me?
I'm assuming that's what it interpreted when all of my thoughts were about you. And as soon as I realized I was seeing everything about you and experiencing your life, so to speak, I wanted nothing more than to reach out and make sure that you were okay, and that I wanted to make sure that you got everything you needed and wanted. Camera flicks over to Dominique and you hear...
She ain't going anywhere.
A couple of sparks.
Pipe down. No. How long has Nigel been back in Boston for? It's been, 5 years since season 2? About that time?
Wow.
Yeah. We'll say it's been that amount of time, thereabouts.
Well, so he's been in Boston that entire time?
Yeah. Yeah, unless there was somewhere else you wanted to go. Or
we would have spent part of the war in the Northern Territory. kind of a lost cause, he would have made his way back to Boston. So I guess maybe how long did the war go on for? Like a year, 2 years?
About 2 years.
So yeah, he's been in Boston at least about 3 years then.
Yeah.
I tried to find you, but your mother made it very clear that if I pursued you in any way, she would bring your family's full assets down onto me.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter now. We're here.
Yeah.
We're reunited.
You're all grown up.
I am. Oh, I'm married. She holds up her hand to show her wedding ring, and it's a tiny little weak ass, fucking probably cheapest diamond ring you could find. But on her other finger is an exquisite, almost piece of looks like royal jewelry. It's like a circle of bright diamonds around a black gemstone.
Uh-oh.
The husband said, when you said marriage, you pointed to the shitty ring, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then, if your husband gave you that, who gave you? And he points to the exquisite ring.
Oh, I found it in at the Commons, lost and found at the emergency services. I tried to find the owner, but no one ever claimed it. Put a picture in the papers and everything.
Have I ever seen anything like it before?
Possibly. If you're familiar with things like, I don't know, Martin Barnett's fingertips or...
I mean, Princess Shovelface Barnett.
Yes, Princess Shovelface Barnett. Yeah, it's got that kind of vibe to it, yeah.
Okay, how long have you been wearing that ring for?
A few weeks, I guess?
May I take a closer look at it?
Sure. Take it off her finger, and as she's taking it off her finger, she says, it was actually just before I met the keeper.
That figures.
She hands it to you.
Cool. I'm going to inspect it and verify that this is glass witch, black glass stuff, not just regular obsidian or something else.
All right, let's do some diagnostics with the old eyeballs.
Cool. So let's see what I've got. I guess I've got +3 in smarts for it's cog repair / diagnostic, but could be skewed that way.
I'll allow it.
Or it could be +2 for service and then +2 for motivation, because through his life he's experienced these things, and it is his motivation to kind of stop the glass witch.
All right.
So
By law, I have to offer you this choice. Do you want to use a +4 or a D4?
I'll take the +4, thanks. How many rolls am I making?
You'll need 3, all of them above 9.
Ooh. +4 should be good again. So we got a nat 20, we got a 17, and we got a 14.
All right, gold chip to you, young man.
Don't have any gold chip, so I'll just give myself that.
Yes. Your eye can magnify to a point that's almost frightening, almost microscopic level. It's not a ring with welded settings for the stones. It's all one piece. When you look at it closely, there isn't a claw or a pronged shape that holds the diamonds, that holds each of the diamonds. There are things that look like the prongs, but you see them go into the diamonds. When you look at the diamonds closely, those metal prongs, the silver, whatever material it is, becomes clear and forms the diamond. The only thing it looks like is not part of the setting is the piece of black glass, which, when you look at it closely, it's resilient, it's beautiful, and it has facets within facets. When you look at it closely, they look like cells.
Try tasting it.
Cool.
Like biological cells.
But you found it in the commons, this ring.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you say the commons, are you talking about the undercommons where we've just been, or the commons where her grandfather got killed?
The commons where grandfather was killed.
I think someone left this for you.
Well, I should hope so. It's mine now. She goes to reach for it.
Oh no. Nigel's like, Nora.
Ozzy.
There are... You've seen what I've seen. There was this one time where we were trapped in the cabin in the woods, and an abomination yes. Where an abomination played really havoc with us and tortured and tried to mentally torture my friends and I until she emerged out of our host's body, and I tried to kill her with a shovel.
It's time for a SRAP flashback.
Okay.
And the other body?
The other one is
A big pile
Percy.
of flesh.
No,
Percy. Is he breathing?
it's Percy. Yes, he's breathing. He's got quite a lump on the side of his head, and there is a shovel laying across him.
Oh.
Because the glass witch is a witch. Juxtaposition of people or things is a very easy spell to cast.
How's your head feel?
So, I'm going to swing. Percy is now in my place. I am gone.
Wow.
And the dog
All right,
the
so-
dog jumps
so
on
Connie
Nigel,
kind of,
knocking
like-
him off his feet.
Looks over Percy and kind of taps him on the cheek. Percy, are you okay? Wake up.
You are okay, Percy. You can...
We just lay here and die, please.
This has been a Srab flashback.
Anyway, by the by, this smacks of her magic. This is in some way connected to her, and the fact that after you put this on, one of those keepers found you means that whilst you wear this, you are connected to, in some way, to magical beings, and they will be drawn to you. And
I have no problem with that. They helped you. She like keeps trying to reach for it. Not like she's going to be trying to claw it out of your grasp. She's just like sort of like a cat batting at the air. It's like, come on.
this keeper helps you, but others, the imbued and the glass witch, will try and corrupt you, and I can't let that happen.
But I'm not a witch or anything.
No, but you're important to me, and that makes you a target.
So
I don't know why your grandfather was killed, but that you found this thing where Professor Angel was killed, and it is connected in magical means that there could be a greater conspiracy of it. And what's more, Dominique, I think, was trying to send me a message.
Well, if that brought the keeper that ended up helping you, it could track down grandfather's killer.
She goes to like reach for it again. Like
It can only bring good. All you need to do is tell it what you want.
That's what the Keeper does, but there are other magical beings who are far worse. Also, by the way, that whole adage was so I could play my this one time card.
This is Kevin C. Mason from Jack Monkey Games, and that was a roll versus roll card.
gold chip.
That's how you add it. That's true. Can I crush the glass? Can I crush this ring?
Yeah, sure, you can try. Give it a shot.
I would very much like to.
Okay.
Still wearing my rubber hazmat. Haven't changed.
Right. Okay.
What am I roll? Is this a toughness roll or
Yes, this will be toughness.
what? Martial arts and strength of will?
No, just strength of will or a d4.
Ooh, we'll take the d4 then.
Okay.
Annoyingly, I have a d4 to use as my gold chip counter, so I'll have to use my volcanic die. Where's my volcanic d4? There it is.
Look at how pretty this is. Ooh. It's pretty.
And then he drops it back in the dice room. Okay, so that is a 3 on the d4. Okay, I'm going to be spending a blue.
Okay.
I rolled a 3, so
Okay.
I'm going to toss in a blue chip. Reroll both and see if we can do better this time, please.
What was it?
So I rolled, on that time I rolled a 2 on the d20, so that gives me a total of 7. And I'm guessing I need to put the gold in for
No,
anytime.
you could use it anytime. Yeah. You only need an 8. Do you have a 1?
Oh yeah,
Black
I've got
chip. Okay.
5 chips, so I will spend 8.
Yes. Yes. You make a fist around the ring. You feel it crushing in your palm. The circle of the ring gives way easily. You can tell it's a very strong metal. That seems like it's made out of the same thing as your framework. And it kinds of cracking and breaking. And when you open your palm, there is broken metal and glass, diamond shatters. They weren't really diamonds. So, and a perfectly unmarred black stone. She's like,
You owe me for that ring now.
Wow, heartless bastard.
It cost you nothing to find it, but I will find you a better ring. Oh, it's the black thing. This is why I was worried. You've seen what I went through and what I've become. That I cannot crush this is a portent of great evil.
I think you're exaggerating a little bit, honey.
Nora, you are the last person I would...
Alright.
Any,
do you
don't have a lead box, but I will pocket the ring
Okay.
for now.
She suddenly like sits up straight. She says,
I think I better get home.
Allow me to escort you.
"Okay." On your way to like a carriage, Or
I'm gonna make sure that Dominique Fessler is put in a cell and she stays there until I get back. Like, no one is to touch her or go near her without my direct approval.
No problem, Chief Inspector. Your wishes are command.
On your way to a carriage or out into the proper street where you can hail a cab, she tells you, based on what she's learned from what you told her about the ring and all of that kind of thing, and she's kind of worried about... Do you think the keepers respond to wishes?
What do you mean? Is in your desire for something?
Like Santa.
Yes, sort of. As the cab pulls up, she says, I had a fight with my husband before coming here, and I wished I'd never been married. Fade. Fade! Oh, that's a perfect spot to cut it, too.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
Okay, here is list of fuckers who get to hear this episode way before you did, and a few other fuckers that get to hear their name right here. Okay, let's see. Where is list? I have no idea. Okay, fine. George, Michael, Pimp, Brad, Delta, Eric, Jared, Irritating, Michael, Robin, Alan, Churlington, Martin, Michael Peck, Ray, Andrea, Ann, George, Janice, Jeff, Keely, Michael, Rupert, Michael, Ryan, Michael, Flub, Sarah, Tim, Michael, Chris, Mad, Rachel, Michael, whatever the fuck. I think Storycrafter put his own name in here 14 times. This episode was sponsored by Michael, no last name. He's one of the other ones. He's not a Storycrafter. Our executive producer was George Whoop-de-Shit Pecenica, and this episode is produced by Mike Big Shot West. Now get back to the rest of this shit and get the hell out of here.
Something new coming on. I am Mike, your Storycrafter. I am here with Rupert playing Nigel Wintermann, and the redoubtable Roman Pecenica, Vulcanshine, Fuckdung. You know him, you love him. It's Ray as Martin motherfucking Barnett.
Yeah.
I mean, of all the things Martin's done, that last thing is really the most important.
What thing?
What was the last thing?
Called you motherfucking Barnett.
Oh, that. Yeah. That's not very nice.
Oh, do I need to draw a new RVR?
Yes. Get a replacement there.
Uh-oh.
Leave a message or die. They're all unknown callers. I don't know these people. I don't know these people.
Alrighty, all good to go.
Awesome. I'm just thinking something.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, hold on now. I'm thinking something. Hold on.
This is probably going to be my last
what?
Last recording.
Oh, yeah. I
So
think
close to
we're
past bedtime.
We've had enough. All right, let's pick up with Nigel.
Yes, after the shocker.
Yes, after the shocker. Yes, you heard it, folks.
I wish Nigel had never been born. Yeah.
That was not it.
That wasn't it?
That wasn't it, no. Yeah. By the time you and Nora get back to her street let's see, husband Thomas, she works for IES. I did refer to Thomas as a douche in my notes.
Is that her husband?
Yes. Thomas the douche. Chestnut Hill Commons, that's right. Which is on stilt, like most of Boston now, built up on stilts above the toxic muck. And all right.
Why'd you get married to him in the first place anyway?
I think that Nigel is like catching up with her on the way home.
Yeah.
Asking her those kind of like things of like, so you got married. Who is this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Did your mother have anything to do with it, etc.?
Actually, I was looking to move out on my own, which I did, and, well, at first, before we were married, Thomas was really nice, and the Granville family is very well connected in Boston, and, very well connected. I mean, if not for the Granvilles, we wouldn't have the new city growing up above the skeleton of the old one. I don't know, I felt kind of guilty. Like, I started to wonder if maybe I was being a gold digger, but that's not what... I didn't marry him for his money. I married him for support and security. I felt lost without you, and I realized it was all a mistake. He's been abusive. He's,
Did he touch her?
He's hurt me several times.
I gotta get a monitor where I can see Rupert's face. Why is this shit behind me? There he is. Yeah. Yeah, he's,
His mustache is chuffed, put it that way.
He, it wasn't anything major at first, just a lot of shouting, and I never stood up to him until after he'd broken my arm and my collarbone. Then I couldn't stand it anymore, and started standing up to him more and more, and it no longer... His support and his money and his name didn't mean anything to me anymore. I don't know. He threatened to divorce me, and I don't care if he does.
Sounds like you'd be good to be shot.
So what was that?
Sounds like you'd be good to be shot of the man.
Yes. Oh, I'd like to shoot him. No, we're in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she, come to her senses when I broke the damn thing?
Did she what?
Did she come to her senses when I broke the ring?
No, there seemed to be no difference in her demeanor or anything.
She's corrupted.
She's not like desperately, wanting it back, or, how could you? That meant a lot to me. And
It's just a joke.
she's borderline skeptical, despite everything that she's seen and everything that's happened. But, for the moment, whatever it was, this visitor had, given her something that she needed and wanted. And she even tells you this, like,
I don't know, maybe it gave me the strength I needed to stand up to Thomas. Like I didn't have to worry about Thomas because the Keeper would protect me.
All the more reason for me to come with.
yeah, right.
At this point, he takes out a wooden briefcase, thing, opens it up, and puts in the biggest caliber bullet he's got. Puts ball in that case and puts Witchwood in his shoulder holster.
Right.
If the worst has happened, I have an apartment. I don't really have use of it, so if you need somewhere to stay that is active, then you're welcome to stay there.
She somberly nods as the cab arrives on her block, and she says,
Here is fine.
and pays the cabbie, and she says after the cab trots off, she motions down the street. It's just 4 doors down, the dark house. The lights are all ablaze, porch lights. It seems like a cheery neighborhood. All the lights are off at the Granville house, like nobody was home. And she's like,
Oh, please God, just tell me he left. Just tell me he left.
Perhaps he went to bed.
I hope so.
all right. She leads the way. She reaches into her bag, finds the key, goes to put it in the door, and the door just opens. It wasn't even closed. She looks at you worriedly.
Did you close it when you left?
Yes, I slammed it.
Did it bounce back open again?
He was behind me. He wouldn't have left the door open. Nigel.
Do you want me to go ahead?
Yes, please.
So wrist 1 switches on the torch. Wrist 2 has wrist 1 has the torch out, and he's got his arm in his coat pocket. He doesn't draw the gun yet.
Okay.
And he kind of pushes the door open, shines interior. Hello? Anyone home?
I'll say.
Oh, just the rats.
You hear a ragged moan coming from what would be the study. Nora reaches and turns, because wealthy, turns the switch in the foyer and the electric lights come on. Hold on just a second. The thing I was looking for. Okay. When you go in, there's stairs going up to the second floor. To the right, there's a dining area, a kitchen. To the left is like a living area, and beyond that, a study.
So that's where the gas bag is coming from.
Yes.
And Nora's...
Yes?
She said she was emergency services. Is she EMT or is she a cop?
She's an EMT.
Cool. Then she's the best person to help save her husband's life.
A silver ball floats into view. It actually floats in quickly from that back room. It rotates slightly, and there is a drip of crimson from the side of it. And Nora covers her face with a gasp. What do you do?
I fucking... I didn't shoot the orb last time.
No, you did not.
No.
So this thing grunts wishes, right?
Not sure. Not exactly sure. So far, it would seem like that's kind of what it's doing. What's that?
When he left with Nora, he would have taken off the rubber suit, and he'd just been like his normal businessman.
Right. Bless you, Romy. Oh my goodness, sneezes. Oh, sneezes in the mustache. Oh my gosh.
Clean it off.
That's what Hank is. Anyway, we don't lick caterpillars; they're poisonous. So he is going to make his way towards the orb. He's switched the torch off, but he's got a bare hand, and he has witchwood. He now draws wood and goes. They're called keepers, right?
Yes. She said the men with the masks are called keepers. What?
Keeper.
Hold it. Edit. She says the man with the mask is called a keeper.
Keeper, reveal yourself. Nigel says as he kind of heads in the direction of the study.
Okay. The ball floats past you and up the stairs. Nora runs toward the study.
Yeah, I will cover her.
Okay. Thomas is laying on the floor, black and blue all to hell. He's got 2 black eyes, broken nose. Looks like a broken jaw, broken collarbone, broken arm, bleeding from the crotch.
Is this basically every injury he's done?
Every single injury he's ever inflicted on her.
Is he still alive?
Yes. He's battered to within an inch of his life, but he's still alive.
Give him a new injury.
She kneels down next to him to do an assessment. She tells you he won't be able to talk. His jaw is broken. And she starts listing off different things. Her eyes get wide, and she makes a silent gasp towards you, saying what we just said. She's just realized this is everything he's ever done to her.
Keepers must have a monkey's paw on gloves.
Does she have any scars then?
Yeah, but in areas where he had cut her, yeah.
Can you stay?
Yeah, I could take care of him. I'll ring up emergency services to get him to a hospital.
Stay here. If the orb comes back, don't touch it.
I won't.
And with which withdrawn, Nigel is going to head up the stairs.
All right. When you round that corner, you see at the top of the stairs, keeper. He is dressed in baggy red trousers, a baggy red, I don't know how to describe it, like a baggy red hoodie of some kind of canvas material. Large hood is pulled up. He's got crossed bandoliers on his over the red hoodie-like thing, which is banded with stitched leather straps. It's steampunky. It's like steampunk meets sci-fi. He's got a belt with 2 holsters, a 6-shooter each side, and his mask is white, but it's still sort of making that movement like it's continually reshaping itself. And he is holding in his palm, or actually hovering just above it, the sphere.
Nigel Wintermann.
Keeper of Absolter.
What was that last part?
Assaulter.
We have many names, that is not one.
It's what you just did, criminal.
I did only what was deserved.
And who are you to equivocate what an individual deserves?
I am
Batman.
God.
Starts walking down the stairs slowly, outstretched hand still there, ball still hovering above it.
Hope he's not pissed about that plane.
God is dead, and my friends and I killed him.
Oh! Whoa! Holy shit nuggets!
He just pulled a George.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I'm traveling with my niece.
It's time for a Shrap flashback.
That's exactly what I would have said.
He doesn't seem the least...
Unhand that mistress.
He doesn't seem the least bit...
Shut up, woman.
Startled, stunned, or thrown off by your attack, even though he's looking right down the barrel of your gun. Which also, by the way, your 45s have... You took the silencer baffling...
Yes, I did.
Are those on?
Oh, of course.
Okay. So no one will hear the shot.
Ooh.
If you shoot. All right.
Do it.
He looks at the gun, looks at you, notices the TH lapel pin, and he kind of smiles, turns to face you. You hear the girl kind of moan a little. Her foot kind of moves, but he had pretty well clocked her.
Yeah.
And he steps back and kind of throws a glance to the sink where his jacket was taken off and sitting there. And he also has a TH pin. So he's looking at you like, brother.
Or Chris.
I ask again, what the hell's going on here?
I'm just traveling with my niece.
I'll cock back the trigger. The hammer.
Damn. Mm-hmm. He ain't fucking around.
And I'm staring at him again.
He says, you want to
take turns?
Travel with us or leave?
Once again, what the hell's going on here? Your last chance.
What's going on? I'm traveling with my niece. We had a... Oh, my God.
Oh, fuck!
Did you just blow the guy away?
Yes, I did.
Holy shit.
I told him that was his last chance.
Oh, shit.
They're going to be looking for him now.
Damn.
This has been a Srab Flashback.
We'll call with my niece.
We'll call that move Uncle on a Train every time it happens. All right, Witchwood, largest caliber. Sweet Jesus. All right.
If this doesn't make him flinch, then I'm fucked. But
All right. Well, let's see where you hit him and what happens. Yeah. All right.
The face didn't do nothing last time.
cool, so we're sorry.
Now, tell me beyond what's written on your sheet here about Witchwood. I know that it does the infinite version of whatever ammunition you load into it.
Mm-hmm. So it's a wooden gun.
Mm-hmm.
I put in glass bullets. It becomes a real gun when I pull the trigger. And it fires. And I think you said it was a 6-shooter.
Yes.
So I guess I generally do like a fan of 6 shots, but this is just bang.
Right.
And I think this one is a warning shot to get its attention.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go for the orb. Well, we're trying to shoot off either shoot the orb or shoot one of the pistols. Dealer's choice. Fuck it. Let's go 3 shots, 1 at the orb and 2 at the pistols.
Lovely.
This is a warning volley. It's like, motherfucker, I ain't scared of you. I've killed gods.
Lovely. Lovely.
I mean, I didn't. I waited. I was kind of anxious and didn't make a decision, so gods killed themselves, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's a matter of perspective.
Oh, yes. Do you remember what stat you rolled for, or what you rolled under for when you fired Baal?
I think it was a... No, sorry. I think it was a toughness roll.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. I'll give you all 3 shots. Initiative won't matter, because if he won initiative, all he would do is continue walking down the stairs. That doesn't change. Okay, 68. All right. Roll 3 20-siders, plus 3 on each one, plus D4 on each one. So 20 plus 3 plus D4, 20 plus 3 plus D4, 20 plus 3 plus D4.
Okay, don't have that. Well, I do have that. Hang on a second. I need more dice.
Hi, Ray. What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know.
What do you want to happen? What do you want?
The credits for this episode's music may be found in our show notes at steamrollersadventurepodcast.libsyn.com. All music, except where otherwise specified, is produced by Kevin MacLeod at incompetech.com under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0 licensing. Thank you for listening to the Steamrollers Adventure Podcast. You may subscribe to the show at Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, CastBox, directly from steamrollersadventurepodcast.libsyn.com, or through most podcast apps. For more about the show, and the Storycrafter's other projects, such as the Clockwork novels, the thrilling post-apocalyptic audio drama Copperheart, or the animated mockumentary comedy Whiskey Tango Furball, visit RiggStories.com. Consider becoming a patron of Rigg Stories Transmedia Storycrafting at patreon.com/RiggStories.